We've just learned that 20 schools in the San Antonio ISD are going to be closed tomorrow for repairs. But tonight, San Antonio ISD superintendent is also apologizing to families for today's, quote, cold start to classes. But here's the thing. He says that staff are going to work, quote, around the clock to address issues tomorrow before schools reopen. Yeah, we'll get to the closures coming up a little bit later. But we heard concerns today from parents across the district about a lack of heat at their child's school. The Night Team's John Paul Barajas spoke to some of those families tonight.
How was school today?
Good. It was good, but very cold inside.
Is it colder outside or inside?
Inside.
It was colder inside?
Yes.
Students at Madison Elementary and San Antonio ISD say they spent the day in chilly classrooms, a problem that was echoed at Jefferson High School.
Everybody was focusing on how cold it was. Nobody was really focusing on their, just like their school. I actually have 2 jackets on right now.
And you didn't take a single one off today?
No.
Those 2 campuses weren't alone. KSAT was reached out to by parents about 8 other schools out of SAISD's 90+ that also had issues. But it's still not clear how many campuses were affected.
15 that I know, at least. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg because it's got to be more than that, just the people I know.
This SAISD parent and former district employee asked to remain anonymous.
I'm lucky to know that my daughter was cold so I can do something about it. But how many kids are in the district?
In a letter to parents Tuesday afternoon, District Superintendent Dr. Jaime Aquino wrote, "I owe you an apology. I lead with a spirit of transparency." He went on to say, "I regret that our preparations did not meet expectations. We will work around the clock to address these issues, and we will be open on Wednesday." End quote. But some parents we spoke to after school say they had no idea of the heating issues.
They should let us know. I mean, I would have just let them stay home if I knew it was that cold.
The parents we spoke to say they hope their kids won't have to find ways to stay warm in school for a second day.
We were trying to stay warm, and people wanted to go in a group hug because it was really cold.
Dr. Aquino's letter to parents noted system failures, boilers that were slow to heat buildings, and water issues due to pipes that had burst. To read that full letter, you can go to our website, ksat.com. Now, we have also reached out to the district directly to try and speak with the superintendent just to find out how many campuses were actually affected and if they have any reason as to what might have caused all these issues. But we have not heard back yet. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Now, since John Paul recorded that stand-up, we do have a better idea of how many schools are going to be affected in this whole thing. Like we said, there will be 20 different campuses that are affected. And
we're trying to show them to you right now.
You see Brackenridge High School. You can see Cast Med High School.
Hillcrest Elementary.
Crockett Academy, Edison High School, Herf Elementary. The problem is this graphic isn't filling up the screen that we have right now, at least out here in the studio. We need to actually do a better job of this. We'll have the list online, and we will bring you this before this newscast is over. By the way, SAISD is not the only school district that reported having problems today while adjusting to the cold.
No, in fact, parents across the KSAT 12 viewing area said that there were also issues at their kids' schools. One of them was Oak Creek Elementary at Kamal ISD. Parents there said that that school had heating issues. So we went to the district, and it said the following, in part, quote, "The district's maintenance team has been working throughout the day and have found that the issue was related to a faulty control panel," end quote.
East Central ISD got back to us earlier saying, quote, "We've received recent concerns about temperature in some areas of ECHS," that's East Central High School, "and the district. Our facilities team has investigated and confirmed that all systems are operating normally," end quote.
Now, we also want to show you part of the statement that Northside ISD sent to us. It reads, quote, "We had only a handful of issues across our 135 campuses, Stevens High School being one of those. All of the issues, including a burst coil at Holmes High School, were items that our maintenance crews were able to address very quickly," end quote.
Also want to point out that, we just received a list of 20 different campuses that will be closed in SAISD just moments ago. We're keeping an eye out for any changes to stay up to date, including those latest schools that we just had. You can scan the QR code on your screen or head to ksat.com.